Hey guys, welcome. Welcome aboard if you're brand new, welcome back if you're not, and welcome home if that works for you. Today, I want to talk about what kind of surprise or shocking information or insight is coming in for you. I have 3 decks. Let's look at those, and then we're going to also add a message here, and you can choose from the message that most resonates with you. First, let's look at these decks. This pile number 1 is the Heaven and Earth Tarot. So just check it out. See if this is your deck today. Oh, hi. How does this feel to you? Remembering always we're using your intuition as the most important part of this reading, right? You let the deck choose you. That's number 1. Deck number 2. Check this out. See, how does this feel to you today? Wow, look at there. Just see what happens. See how this feels in your body. See how this feels in your soul. Does this deck resonate with you today? Maybe. Last but not least, deck number 3. How does that feel to you? Are these your messages? Does this deck speak to you? Now here's the deal. You can, if you already know, you can hit the timestamp and go directly to your reading. Like I said, we're going to grab just 3 messages from this wild deck I love and see if something comes in there for you. If you're still undecided, you have opportunity. Alright, so the message card for deck number 1 is, oh, there we are. I am deeply loved, and I deeply love me. Oh, very nice. The message for deck number 2 is, I honor and support my money hustle because it honors and supports me. Now, this is interesting. We have 2 very self-reflexive messages here. Let's check out and see what we get for number 3, because not all of these are like that. So I feel it's significant that we have both. So 3, as I follow my wishing heart, I encourage others to start. Oh, I love that. All right, so like I said, check these out and see if one of these sings to you, or 2 of them, or all of them, right? You can listen to the whole video. It's fine. Whatever messages you're looking for will be here. As long as they are resonant for you, then they are your messages. And if they don't resonate with you, then just leave them here, right? Leave them here. So here's what I want you to know. We're going to do the shuffling, grab our oracle cards, and then get into our messages. So your option now, if you already know which deck is for you, you can hit that timestamp and go right there, and I'll see you there. And if you like to sit with the oracle shufflings, we will do that as well, right? So you do exactly what feels right for you. Check this out. Just which one feels right for you today. And I'll see you in your reading. All right, guys, let's start our oracle piles here. Please remember, as we talked about, use your intuition to allow that pile to choose you, right? Those are your messages. And because this is a general reading, I really do like to say it as many times as possible. What resonates for you is what resonates for you. If it doesn't, feel free to leave it here, right? Grab a different pile, grab a different pick a card reading, check out a monthly, check out a weekly what's up. There might be something for you in that pile of videos, right? It is entirely up to you and your intuition to find the correct message for you. So that's what we know. And remember, we're talking about insights, something that's coming in that will be a surprise, an unexpected awareness. And that could be external, it could be internal, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be one or the other. It could be both, right? Again, this is a timeless reading. So when it finds you, it's exactly the right time for you. Dun, dun. Yep. I love these messages you've already got, right? I am deeply loved, and I deeply love me. I honor my money hustle because it honors and supports me. As I follow my wishing heart, I encourage others to start, right? These are lovely messages. I don't think there's a lemon in the bunch. All right. These are our piles. Here is what I would like you to do. Please sit with these. Choose the one that speaks the most to you, or the two, or listen to the whole video. We'll see, and just take a moment, take a breath, right? Allow that pile to choose you. And I'll see you in your reading. All right, pile number one. Let's see what's going on for you. So you start with the message, I am deeply loved, and I deeply love me. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, right? We follow that up with the caretaker. Now, this is an interesting card. I want you to look at it, right? This is Hades and Persephone and Cerberus, right? So this is talking about the underworld. This is talking about darkness, dark nights of the soul, things that are necessarily perhaps about hidden things. And since we're talking about surprises and insights, I love that. I love how this message already talks about weaving in your own self-love and self-care during times of struggle or faith crisis, right? Let's see what else we get here. Okay. So you get Authority, which is the card of Capricorn. Actually, that's really quite beautiful. Talking about your own inner authority, talking about the way that you can utilize the strengths that you already have, that you can lean on the self-love that you already have in order to create that necessary moving through, right, of that dark night of the soul through your own self-love. Last but not least, the Sun. Okay, I love this. Pile number one, you guys are definitely coming out of it. You're coming out of something challenging. And even if it feels like This is utter darkness. What is being offered to you is the awareness that no matter how dark it feels, no matter how dark it looks, you're safe, right? You have the power and the capacity to move through whatever is coming for you, or whatever you're in the middle of. Let's be real, or whatever you're in the middle of, because you do have that capacity to self-love, right? You can offer to yourself, let's call it safe passage, in terms of moving through whatever comes in front of you, whether that's something that's already there or whether it's something that's on its way to you. Now let's see what the tarot has to say to you, pile number one. And remember, we're talking about surprises, insights, enlightenments, those aha moments, things that are coming your way, right? And we definitely want to know. So you have the King of Wands. Beautiful. This is really reaffirming, okay, what we have so far. Oh, look at that. The Three of Cups. Yeah, that's a card of celebration. So this really offers you that kind of back of the house, joy in the moment, regardless of what's there. Mostly because that is a card of celebration. Seven of Swords. Okay, so you have two kings. The Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. In addition, you know what? I want the next four here. I just want more information. Even though it kind of seems like your message is pretty clear here. Pile number one. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this. What's moving for you here is, it's a betrayal, right? There's someone has either really disappointed you or really betrayed you. And this is someone that was close to you. And it has created a situation where you're feeling very confused, where you're feeling like you're not sure what to do, right? The questions are, do you seek revenge or do you simply move on? What you're being advised to do is to move on. It feels like there's a sense of almost borderline obsession with getting back at this person. But what you're being asked to do here is to shift your perspective, to really lean into your highest and best. Because here's the deal, you seek revenge on someone or you try to get back at them, what happens is that you're really enmeshing in that energy. And the tarot seems to be saying to you to let that go, right? To move forward. Oh yeah, look at that. To move forward as your highest and healed self. Right, so wherever you have this this compulsion, I feel like it's an obsession. I feel like it's a thing that just turns over and over and over and over in your mind, right? About focusing on them, getting back at them, figuring out how to make them pay, make them sorry. The tarot, the message here is let it go, right? This is an idea, and the idea is overwhelming to you. And for you, the moving forward is the most important part, right? You have to sit your feet into solid ground and proceed forward. Your own healing depends on that, right? You have to focus on you, not them. That is where your healing is going to come. Even though this was, yeah, you got to walk away from it. Even though it was something super painful and super unpleasant and super unexpected. right? The way, so you see how this Eight of Cups is moving toward this Ace of Cups? The bottom line goes like this. You got to walk away from this because that's where your heart is going to heal, right? It will bring something new. And the way that you move away from that with new awareness is going to create your own sense of inner authority, your own sense of the way that you create rituals around your self-love, right? The way that you choose to witness your cycle as healing instead of wounded. The top card you got is the Ten of Cups. So let's seriously look at what you have on the bottom is Judgment. So let's look at this as, you know, you have a lot of cups. So this definitely was someone who you may have known them a long time. They may have felt like the right person, your person, right? Your soul mate. And if you listen, you know that I am not a fan of the term soulmate, twin flame, right? We have tons of those in our lifetimes. And so this was one of those, right? This was a soul fam. What you have to remember is that they agreed to play this role for you. And the way that you heal it is to learn whatever lesson it was that they're teaching you. Honor them as the guru that they are, and then step out of this energy. So what is coming is either this situation, if it's not already in your life, right? Watch out for it. And if you're prepared, it might not be so much of a surprise. However, when it shows up, whenever that is, remember, let go. Open your hands, open your heart, open your mind, open your soul, and let them walk away, right? Let them move out of your field. You move out of their field. Bless them, right? Whatever they needed to do, whatever kind of mad they had to show up with, whatever kind of nonsense they had to show up with, whatever kind of betrayal or hurt or not solidness they had to show up with, they are teaching you something. Bring your authority back to that, right? Revenge keeps you in that hurt mode. It keeps you being hurt over and over and over again. The way to walk out of the darkness and transmute it as the light that you already are is to simply bless it and release it, right? You can do it. That is your message, pile number one. Here's the thing. You've got this, right? You do. And so it might feel uncomfortable in the walking. It might be challenging in the doing. The words might stick as they want to come out. And it might create some emotional backlash for you. But guess what? That's life. Right? That's what life does. That's how we learn things. You have the power to transmute this situation, right? You have all of the options and you know how you want to feel. So the best thing that I can do is say to you, when it comes, don't be afraid to walk away. Don't be afraid to say, this doesn't work for me, right? Whatever you've done, it's unforgivable. That's a true thing, right? You can forgive a person and never allow them in your energy again. You can forgive a person and bless them and walk away. That is what you're going to end up having to do. And it's all about shifting your perspective, pile number one. So don't be afraid to do that. The idea is already there. The idea is already there. The awareness, your own inner authority has already told you this is the way that you heal, right? You shift your perspective. You walk away. It might be challenging, but love yourself enough, okay? Love yourself enough. Do me the solid of hitting like, hit subscribe. Let me know how this resonates for you, pile number one, and then come back and let me know how this goes. Be blessed. All right. See you next time. Hey, pile number two. Welcome. Yeah. So remember that you chose, I honor and support my money hustle because it honors and supports me. I love that, right? It's not often I get to talk about money. So that's exciting. Let's talk about it then, shall we? All right. So you get spirit. I love it. Renew, detox, purify, and cleanse are the words here, right? So if we're going to talk about money and the money hustle, we have a few things that we could talk about. This might mean a re-awareness of your own patterns or habits around money. Let's see what the rest of your oracle cards have to say. Oh, look at that. Stay in the moment. The Earth Star Chakra. Okay, so this is about, this is kind of a combination of root chakra and the feet, right? So this is the way that you are rooted, right? This is strong earth energy. So perhaps you have some fear around this. Oh, look at that. Look how cute she is. Virgo. Okay, so this is more earth energy, right? So you have two very serious earth cards. You know, Virgo is about detox as well. Virgo is definitely a card that asks you to get it right, or to get right with it. Let me put it that way. Habits and routines, the things that create safety for you, that create that groundedness, that create your rituals, right? And we know that our rituals are what create our present life. Stay in the moment. And in those moments, that is how we inscribe our future moments, right? And so in the betweens of I do this and this and this, that's where we get that detoxification, that purification, right? These are almost identical cards. Only the difference is that this is a water element card and this is an earth element card. So really what all three of these are asking you to do is to get right with your attitudes around money. So let's see how that's going to show up for you in terms of insight or awareness or surprises when it comes to, yeah, I see you. All right, so we have the moon. The moon is about what is hidden, right? And we're specifically talking about what's hidden and then what's illuminated. So if we're talking about instant ignition, wow, Ace of Coins too. Oh, and the Two of Coins. Okay, so I like it, pile number 2. I like it a lot. So we say the word ignition and we get 2 aces, and then the thing that allows us to create from those 2 aces, right? You have the Devil. So those things that are holding you back are the things that you're holding on to. Old beliefs could be Queen of Pentacles here. So it could be, well, let's finish. Wow, the 10 of Pentacles, listen up, pile number 2. They said it was about money, and it's about money. All right, so let's have this conversation. What is going to come in and surprise you is an awareness of the way that you've been holding on to something that is absolutely antithetical to what it is that you want. It's something that's keeping you out of alignment with moving forward, with those points of ignition and those points of security and stability, right? It's keeping you afraid. 4 of Swords is asking you to heal, right? Heal whatever it is that's going on here. The old attachments, the old wounds. This is probably a scarcity mindset. So what you're being invited to do, I mean, come on, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace and the 2 of Pentacles, the Earth Star Chakra, the Virgo card, and then Spirit and Detoxify. And I honor and support my money hustle. How How are you in alignment with what it is that you do? How are you in alignment with what it is that you're creating? How are you in alignment with, with your future plans? Again, we talked about the future as being created in that now, right? Here we are. My rituals, my habits, my choices in the moment here are creating what comes next. So how are you out of alignment, right? The Eight of Pentacles. It's time to get serious about what you're doing. It's time to stop telling the old story, the I can't, the I shouldn't, the I won't, the I'm not allowed, the I will never be able to, right? It's time to figure out the steps and commit yourself to what's coming. And then devote yourself to it, right? Whatever it is that you're hustling for has to be your full and total why. You can't do it halfway. You have to be full on grounded. It can't be unclear, and it can't be the thing you've always done unless you're thrilled with where you are. If you're thrilled with where you are, keep it up. Keep up what you're doing. But you have two big, giant things coming in for you. And let's remember that aces are things the universe hands to you, offers to you, and you get to say yes, thank you, and put it into action, right? Because you can juggle that. Or say, no, I'm sorry, I can't possibly do that. I can't possibly do that. Well, your shift in consciousness is demanded right now. Your shift in consciousness and your shift in the way that you allow your consciousness to be the vessel for your manifestation. You've done this work. You know what it is. All of the rewards are available to you. Yeah, celebrations. Listen, this is almost identical cards to the pile 1 reading. So if you're interested, check out pile 1. See if there's a lovely message in there for you. There might be. Justice. Okay. So there might be something that's out of balance for you. You might have a terrible work-life balance. And that might be why you can't commit, right? So whatever it is, I think you're going to have a beautiful awareness of how to heal that. Yeah. It's definitely an insight. It's definitely an inner knowing. You start with the moon, you end with the high priestess. These are both those kind of ineffable, not inevitable, ineffable awarenesses. You have so much call to ground, but you also have this call to your higher self. There's a beautiful balance invitation here. Now, wait, let me just... Don't we think that that looks like Freddie Mercury? I totally think this guy looks like Freddie Mercury. Anyway, just a little aside. He totally does, by the way. So, however it is that you're creating your life, and that you're structuring your daily activities, that you're creating your habits, your routines, those Saturnian moments where it is, this is how I live because this is what I want to be. This is how I live because this is what I want to be. I know the quality of my moments is better if I ... right? You get to pick those, and you don't have to do what you did yesterday. You don't have to do what you did 1 minute ago. You can choose right now to step forward. You have this beautiful, brilliant opportunity to choose all brand new things, and really make them come into your life, right? If you can stop being confused about it and just devote yourself to the thing that you want now. You already know, by the way, what that is. You've always known what that is. It's not like this is a question for you. It's not like this is a concern. It's not like it's confusing. You already know how you want your life to be. And again, if you're doing all the things and you're thrilled with your life, you just keep doing those things. But if you want something different, you're gonna have to change. And that's what you're being asked to come to awareness on. What are you doing that's creating the life you want? And how can you devote yourself to it? You already know, right? You already know. Can you see that? It will not. She won't. Sorry. It says, darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery, right? Yes, it is the key to all mystery. Grounding is the key to all mystery because it allows you then to become that clear channel for the message that the universe is handing you. So do what you love and the money will come, right? We say this, but you have to support it, right? You have to support you in your moments. Otherwise, the vessel that you are cannot do its job. Ground. You know what this means? Yes, you do. Just allow for this awareness to shift and change your reality. Make your what I do now supportive of what I want to come in for me next, right? I'm this person. This is the life I chose. I'm this person. This is the life I chose. Not, oh, tomorrow I'm going to start working out. Tomorrow I'm going to start eating right. Tomorrow I'm going to really make sure I get enough sleep. No, right now I am the person who gets enough sleep. I am the person who chooses my food well. I am the person who makes the gym a priority, right? And so the way that you do those things, that's everything. So that's your shift. That's your change. Pile number 2. And I wish you nothing but the best. If this resonates for you, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Let me know how this is going to go for you. And then come back and let me know how it went, right? Until then, take care. Be blessed. Hey, pile number 3. Welcome. Let's have a conversation about what is coming in for you, what insights or awarenesses are going to be shown to you so that you can know better what is headed your way. You started with, as I follow my wishing heart. I encourage others to start. You follow that up with medium. Culminate, consult, connect, convey. Now here's the cool thing. This is a card that indicates that something that's been troubling you, something that's been heavy on your shoulders, on your heart, on your mind, is getting ready to move through. The interesting thing is that this is really about divine messaging. I mean, clearly it's a card of medium, right? So this is the way that you perhaps had to listen or to learn to listen so that you could heal whatever it was that's going on. So as you follow your wishing heart, you encourage others to start, right? This creating connections. Interesting. Okay, so, right. So, wow. Okay. I like it. So Mercury, the planet Mercury, is about expression. It's about the way that you convey, right, your thoughts so that you can connect with others, right? Our expression, our communications is simply a way where we take the thoughts in our head and we try to convey them so that another can witness that, right? So that we can share our message. That's how this works. Now, here's the thing. The best part is Mercury is also a liminal medium, right? Mercury can be in 2 worlds, 2 states at once. Mercury is the messenger of the gods, right? So he would deliver these messages. He can also be present, not just in the 3D world, right, but the underworld as well. So Mercury has special passage, which I absolutely love. Oh, of course. Boy, pile number 3, dig it. Okay, so the heart chakra. This is the Anahata in Sanskrit, and what that means in Sanskrit is the unstruck. Okay, so that means to love like you've never been hurt, right? That's that little meme. Love like you've never been hurt. Dance like no one's watching, etc., etc. But this is really going back to that place before you were jaded, right? You see me air quoting. So this is how you heal so fully that there is no trace of your wounding, right? scars fully healed. How beautiful. As I follow my wishing heart, I encourage others to start, right? So how has your heart really learned to live in both states, right? How have you found a way to transcend the you that was hurt, the you that was, I want to say, victimized, the you that was done wrong? And perhaps the way that we do that is to witness that there is never a done wrong. There's just how it went, right? Because most times when people hurt us, they're acting from their own hurt, right? You know, hurt people hurt people. You know, so, and however that messaging came in for you, pile number 3, it's really allowed you a wider insight. It may have actually opened up some channels for you that you didn't know or that you didn't have previously. So you start with the wheel. This literally talks about the kind of motion that we're talking about in terms of moving from one state to the other, this wounded state to that healed state, that fully healed state where you can hold space, not just for yourself, but for those who have wronged you, right? So you start out with 3 majors. This is a major life lesson that is coming to culmination in this phase for you. Pile number 3, you have the Wheel, the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, and Justice. Now, again, we're talking about mediumship. We're talking about intuition. We're talking about really understanding the message and putting it into action, right? Grasping the awareness and then also knowing how to move with it. I think this is something that's going to have really long-term ramifications in your future. This might even be, I'm going to say, a business idea. And you know, I'm loath to say that, although pile number 2 was all about the monies. Yeah. So, okay, this thing that you have had happen, this awareness, this opening of your intuition, this balancing of head and heart, of love and logic, of as above and so below, is absolutely something that will become part of your experience all the time. It will have a bearing on the way you move into your future, and it will also help you create the wealth, wow, that you're looking for. This is not a normal message for this channel, but it is asking to be spoken. This will allow you to create the wealth that you are looking for. Sharing and following your wishing heart is allowing you to create something new, right? This ending, what you're carrying with you, this gift that you've been given through this absolutely brutal, right, dark night of the soul, this pain, this loss, this betrayal. What has happened for you is something that happened to you. You learned about priority, and you learned what was yours to defend and what was not, what was never yours to defend. And if you put in the work, right, this is not something that is ready-made. You can't just step into it. You have to put in the work to create it, to hone it, to learn it, right? The one thing that I always tell my clients in my energy practice and my students when I am teaching is realize that this is practice, right? Mastery is 10,000 hours of practice. You don't just show up knowing how to do what you want to do. Everybody has to start as a beginner. And the only way that you can hone your skills and talents is through practice. The universe is definitely giving you a gift here, though. I love it, right? This is something beautiful that is absolutely for you, right? Remember that the universe, oh, come on. Look at that. look at that, is bestowing upon you this amazing opportunity. What you choose to do with it is up to you. I encourage you not to get ahead of yourself, right? Learn how to hold this space. As I follow my wishing heart, I encourage others to start. Allow yourself to be encouraged as well. And remember that always, 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 you're coming back to this place of the unstruck, right? The unjaded, the open, right? The wider you open your channel, the better off you are. The more deeply you can hear your own intuition, right? The universe is speaking. The way that you learn to listen is up to you. And again, if you have had this opening, right, this empathic opening as the result of something painful, now is the time to learn how to listen, to take these new insights, these new awarenesses, these new experiences, these new sensations, and figure out what they mean. And then you can put them into action in your practice. I definitely feel like this is a next level mission statement for you. Yeah, look into how to listen, right? This is an important thing. How do you know what your messaging is? Practice, 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 right? You have all of the gifts, but it's about practicing now. It's about practicing. It's about learning how to listen to your heart and what is available to you. You've got this. Balanced forward motion. Right? We're not running off to say, okay, let me hang out a shingle and start charging money. Absolutely not. It will come. It will come. But for now, your mission is to practice, to start following your heart. Start following your heart, right? Again, doesn't happen overnight. Requires a lot of work. Because you have to learn how you're interpreting your signals. This is the thing. This is why it's important to slow down in the beginning. You know, you start to have those insights and everybody wants to run off and say, oh, okay, I got it. This is what I'm supposed to do now. Yes. Come back to your mission, which is practice, 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 practice. Start somewhere. Start with what works for you, right? You've got this. You really do, by the way, pile number 3. This is a lovely reading. I am sorry for the thing that happened that got you here, but I honor the thing that got you here for getting you here, right? And now what you choose to do with it now, how you choose to stand in all the worlds is up to you. I encourage you to take it slowly so that you do not overwhelm yourself. Right? You will learn what to carry forward and what not to carry forward. And so take the journey slowly and practice, 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 right? Practice. By the way, did I say practice? Yes, I did. All right, listen up. Pile number 3. This is going to be amazing. So what I want you to do is hit like or hit subscribe so that you can tell me how this goes. Right? And if you need any help, please reach out, right? It's what I do. So if you need assistance, please say the words, type the words, reach out, because this is my jam, right? Anyway, I wish you nothing but the best. I think that this is going to be a powerful shift, not only in your experience, but in the way that you're able to hold space for others. And I think that this is a mission that you've been feeling on the verge for quite a long time. And as it shows up for you, as it blooms into something, make sure that you give it the elbow room. Make sure that you give yourself the elbow room and the grace and the relief and the time to practice what's coming, right? At any rate, you can do this. It's your gift. It's why you're here. I love it. Pile number 3. I love it. Yeah. So take care and be blessed and Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.